Okay, so now on to the Unity Maze Project Part 4. So this one, we're going to now implement a little bit of code. So what we want is, because right now when we play the game, right, we kind of can run around and jump, but there's not really a point to the game. Obviously the point to the game is going to be to get to the next level and ultimately like uh, beat the game, but at this point, like there's not really like there's no enemies or anything. So what we want to do is I'm going to create another object down here. Okay, and I'm just going to create, we're going to call it like we're going to create like a cylinder here. Okay, and the cylinder I'm going to call, rename this thing lava. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down here. Okay, kind of drag this down over, kind of put this into the ground right here, and I'm going to make, obviously, kind of stretch this out. Okay, make this a little bit bigger here, kind of stretch it out that way too. So it's kind of turning into like a half circle almost, and I'm going to put half the circle into this. But that's okay. You'll kind of see what I'm going to do here in a second. Kind of stretch this out even maybe a little bit more. Alright, so now I kind of got this lava area. Now that I have that, I'm going to go back to my terrain, and I'm going to click on the up arrow right there, and I'm just going to kind of click on this brush right here, maybe that brush right there. And now the brush size, now that I'm zoomed in, is like way too big. But that's okay. Now I can just kind of, I'm just going to click, 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 and I want to make this area just kind of really big around this lava so you can't necessarily see the lava outside. Okay, so just kind of click up. So this lava is all contained within this area right there. Alright, looks like I might need to click that up a couple more times there. Alright, so now when I play the game, there's kind of this area now. It looks like I didn't quite get that right, but basically I jump up onto this, jump over here, kind of walk over here. Now there's this kind of area in here with the cylinder. Now obviously that doesn't look very good, so we're going to need to make that look a little bit better. Maybe I need to lower my brush size down just a little bit, maybe make this area a little bit taller right there. Alright, so now let's find like a lava texture. So I'll come on here, lava texture, click on images, and we're gonna kind of find a hot lava texture right here. So I'll just go with something like this, save image as, go and save this right here. Now let's go to Unity, and then I'm gonna go to assets, import new asset. I need to find that image right there. And I want to make sure that I drag this into my materials folder and then drag that onto there. So now I got some hot lava going on, but nothing happens yet if I touch that hot lava. So like if I jump in here and like I touch the hot lava, like nothing is happening. I don't know that that area is actually big enough, but we'll test this out in a little bit. So nothing's really happening. I might have to move this out of the way here. We'll see. I want to make this harder. Okay, so nothing really happens. So now what I need to do is I need to add my first script. So I'm going to go to Assets, and I'm going to go to Scripts, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to create a new JavaScript right here. So I see JavaScript, and I'm going to call this Restart. Okay, so now again, I'm going to open this up with the Mono, but you can use really any code editor you want. So I'll double click on this, and it'll open up this script. Now I'm giving you the script that you need right here, this restart level script. I actually give it to you, sorry, right here. So copy this, right click, copy that, and then I need to, basically I can delete all this stuff right there and repaste this in. Now there's a couple things that I need to take a look at. So you see function on trigger other collider. So we need to apply a collider to that. And basically if it touches this box 1, then this will happen. So if I save this, I'm going to minimize this for right now. So I need to give this lava a tag right here. So the tag I'm gonna click on add tag right here, and I'm gonna click on this little plus, and I'm gonna call it lava. Okay, but unfortunately that doesn't add the tag directly to the object. If I come back here to lava, notice it's still untagged. I need to make sure that I click lava right there. So tag lava right there. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to go back over to my script, and whatever tag that I gave that in capitalization matters, I need to type in right there. So the tag lava right there. Okay, now I need to come back over here, and I need to make sure. I think that actually should be good. Let's now I need to go to my first-person controller. And actually add that camera, and I need to add this restart script right here to the camera. So now when I play this game, I don't think it's going to work right off the bat. I think I'm going to have to modify this, but we'll see if I can get up into this lava right here, if I can touch it. This lava is actually kind of harder to touch than I had imagined. I didn't make my pool big enough right here. Well, for testing purposes, we're going to just move this lava like out of here so it'll be easy to touch. So there's the lava right there. Let's see if I touch this, if anything happens. No, nothing is happening right now. And you notice I just kind of climb onto it. So that's because of this lava. I need to make sure that this thing right here, I need to make sure that this is triggered is on right there. So I check that is triggered right now. Now let's head over. When I touch that, now I go through the box. I think that I might have applied the script to the wrong thing. So let me actually remove it. Remove the component from there. And I think I need to add actually the script to this right here, to this body. So I'm going to drag the script into here. On the FPS controller, I can notice the name of this script right there. I can just search for it and I can apply it. Now let's play this one more time. There we go. Okay, so a couple things there that can be pretty easy to mess up. Let me hit escape now. Now that I have that, let's go ahead and move this back into place. Now that I've tested this out, let's move that back into place. And yeah, that looks good. So a couple things. Number one, I'm on this lava right here. Make sure that your tag says lava right there, and make sure whatever tag that is applied right there. Okay, the second thing that I need to do is on the lava, make sure that you have this is triggered. Make sure that is triggered is checked. Okay, that's the second thing. And the third thing is we need to apply the script, but don't apply the script to this first person character. Apply the script to this FPS controller right here. So you can see my restart script that I made is right down there. So now when I play this game, hopefully this works now that I've gotten all my testing out of the way. And I try to jump up onto here. Whoops! So it looks like it didn't quite make it. So this area that this whole thing is taking, if I take a look, see how this area is really big. So like you can kind of see this kind of area right there. So what I want to do is I want to edit that collider because I'm restarting way too early. So I can click on this edit collider right here. And then I can click on the move, and I can click up, edit collider, and I can kind of drag this thing kind of around. What I want to do is I kind of want to make this point right there. I want to bring that point down, and I can kind of make this out, but these rings right here, these green rings, this is actually what the collider is. So I just really want to make sure that this part right there is, because that part right there was way too high, so I want to make sure that that part right there is kind of down. And I can kind of scroll over here. I think that that's actually going to work for me now. Maybe I want to make that a little bit even lower right there. I can also scale this. Whoops. Let me click on this lava right here, edit this. So I can kind of grab onto this, scale it a little bit less. Alright, so a lot of times you might have to edit the collider because notice the collider is not on top of that. So that's one fix right there. Let me actually show you something that's a little bit better. I can actually delete this collider right here, remove it. Okay, remove that altogether, and then I can type in mesh collider. And what the mesh collider will do is the mesh collider is going to be whatever is the material that's applied to here. So the one thing that I need to make sure is I need to make sure that I check this is triggered as on. So sometimes you have to check this convex right here to be able to get that is triggered on. So now let's try this one more time. Jump in here, jump on that, and my game restarts, but notice like I can jump kind of up in here and I can look at that lava. It isn't until I touch the lava that it really works. So again, what I did there was on my lava, I had a collider on there, but the collider, the green area was just kind of too big. So I could have modified that area, but rather than modifying it, I removed that one collider and I added a new collider called Mesh Collider. And then I needed to make sure that I checked the convex and make sure that I checked the is triggered. And now rather than having that weird kind of cylindery area, now it's wherever there's material, wherever there's this image, that's going to be the collider. So now I have restarted this level and it looks pretty good. So obviously you're going to need to create different objects that your player should avoid in all three of your levels, and hot lava is pretty generic. You should probably create other things for them to try to avoid. But okay, we got the restart level done. This has been video number 4, almost done.